Minecraft is a sandbox game that has been around for over a decade. It has been through so many changes over the years that if you were to play last year's update, you would have a completely different experience than if you had decided to play this year's update. There are so many possibilities for what to do next that you could never really run out of things to do. You could spend all of your time building the best house you can, or you can explore the vast world that you've created, or you could even settle down and make a large carrot farm for yourself. There is truly no limit to what you can and cannot spend your time on in Minecraft, which is why I believe that Minecraft truly cannot be reviewed well nor fairly. But Hypixel can! Today I'm going to be reviewing all of my favorite games on Hypixel, which just so happen to be Bed Wars, Skywars, Skyblock, and Duels. Alright, let's get started. Skywars is a multiplayer PvP survival game where the objective is to be the last player alive. To win, you have to kill the other players in the game, or just let them fall into the void themselves. Skywars was first added to Hypixel on June 14th, 2015, and it was very popular from the start. It brought a large sum of traffic to Hypixel, which then led to very high player counts. The modes that Skywars has are Normal, Insane, Mega, Mega Doubles, Ranked, and Laboratory. Skywars is a fun but challenging game. There is a sense of RNG due to the fact that all of the chests have different items. In one game, you could get full diamond armor and a sharp 1 diamond sword, whilst in another game on the same map, you could get only 3 pieces of iron armor and a sharp 1 stone sword. However, if you can make it to the middle, you can get a variety of better items, such as ender pearls, enchanted diamond armor, a fire aspect diamond sword, or golden apples. The difficulty of the game comes from the fact that at any moment, you could get snuck up on and killed. As you are bridging to the middle, you could get bowed off. Whilst you are grabbing loot, somebody could come from behind and crit you to death. Whilst you are running away from an opponent, you could get ambushed by another opponent and be killed. That is why you always have to be alert whilst playing. There is very little downtime, which then leads to each round being quick. Although you can pick up the game and have some fun whilst playing, the worst players will usually get killed early on, very often due to getting kills being a very important part of Skywars and the fact that easy targets are always valuable to go after. Though, as you can see here, I'm very skilled at the game, which makes getting wins a piece of cake. Please! Oh my god, why? Why is this game like... How? I hit you so many times. You hit me That's it. Good, fun, slash Oh my god, okay. I've never been happier. Finally, I can stop playing this. Terrible. Because of all of this, Skywars is a fun game that I would recommend to the more skilled of Hypixel players like myself. Now, on to the next game mode, which just so happens to be Duels. Duels is a game mode that was made on January 19, 2017 in the prototype lobby. It originally had just 4 games, those being Bow Duel, Classic Duel, OP Duel, and Vanilla Duel. It was then given a version 1.0 release on March 2nd, 2018. At the time of making the script, Duels has 16 different games to play, with 5 of those games getting team modes. My favorite games are Buzzfleet, The Bridge, Hypixel Parkour, Bow Duel, and Sumo Duel. And of those games, the only ones that I'm good at are Buzzfleet. Some of the games here, such as Skywars Duel, UHC Duel, Mega Walls Duel, and Blitz Duel, are just 1v1 versions of their original counterparts. But other games, such as The Bridge, Bow Duel, Classic Duel, and Sumo Duel, are unique games made just for the Duels game mode. My most played one, aside from Buzzfleet Duel, is The Bridge, which is my favorite game in the Duels game mode. As you can see by the gameplay, I am much better than my opponent. I mean, just look at some of these plays. No, please! No! How? No, wait, gabble up. No! Honestly, I think I'm glad I'm losing so much because this is gonna be so many screams. So if I ever don't have a good enough reaction for like losing at Bed Wars, please no. I believe this is all that I have to say for Duels, so let's just move on to the next game mode. Okay, before we start with Skyblock, I just want to talk about Buzzfleet because it's the only game I get to win at. Buzzfleet was added to the Duels game mode on March 2nd, 2018, along with the release of version 1.0 for Duels. The game is a Duels version of its original counterpart, Buzzfleet. Buzzfleet was created in June of 2013, making it one of the earliest Hypixel games. I personally prefer Buzzfleet Duel more than Buzzfleet. It's fun and quick if you want a couple of minutes of playtime, but it can also get pretty intense when the TNT starts falling on its own. I challenge everybody watching to a Buzzfleet Duel game, and I'm pretty confident that I could beat everybody watching, mostly because nobody watches my content. For these reasons, Buzzfleet Duel is one of my favorite games on Hypixel. But now, I believe that it is time to cover Skyblock. Skyblock is a very old game that dates back to February 3rd, 2012. The game very quickly gained popularity, becoming the most downloaded map in all of Minecraft history. It is a survival resource management map where you are placed on a small map with limited resources. The point of the map is just to have fun and keep playing to try to make the most out of the small starting space. Hypixel then created their own version of Skyblock on June 11, 2019. It became one of the most popular games on their server to date. I will admit that I have not played enough of the game mode to have a full opinion, but I believe that I've played enough to formulate one. The game is very grindy due to the fact that you get coins from leveling up your skills, and you get experience from leveling up your skills. And on top of that, the only way to level up your skills is by doing something over and over and over and over again in that specific category. For example, to get obsidian, you have to make it to the obsidian sanctuary. To make it to the obsidian sanctuary, you have to make it to the bottom of the deep caverns. To make it to the deep caverns, you have to get to mining level 5 and make it to the entrance of the deep caverns. To get to mining level 5, you have to mine a bunch of resources in the gold mines and coal mines. Not to mention that as you go deeper in the deep caverns, you meet more and more challenging mobs, and the only way to defend for yourself is by getting a sword and armor. But the best easy armor set requires you to kill hundreds of lapis zombies, which you can't even find until the lapis quarry, which is the second level of the deep caverns. Although, this is all just for if you want to mine a lot. If you want to forage a lot, it's a similar process of grinding, and don't even get me started on if you want to get into farming. All in all, the game mode is just a big grind fest. The thing about all of this, though, is that Minecraft Skyblock is very similar when it comes to grinding. You want a bed? Build a mob farm and grind spiders. You want a lot of wood for a project? Use that mob grinder to get bones for bone meal for the trees to grow instantly, unless you want to wait real life hours. Skyblock is specifically for these people who like grinding, so when you take this into account, my point on Hypixel Skyblock becomes moot. The only reason I stand by it is because the whole point of Skyblock is having a finite source of most materials. So when you make it so you can get almost anything you want with just some coins, it kinda makes the whole grinding aspect make sense as bad and not fun. If you can just buy whatever you want at the auction house, then grinding no longer carries a reward only accessible for the people who put in the hard work. You could just get a cobblestone minion, or a diamond minion, or a bunch of minions that give you specific things, and with that, you can just sell them for coins, buy what you actually want, instead of having to grind for the specific thing that you need, because diamonds, instead of being something you would never imagine having, they are one of the easiest things that you could possibly get. There are no shortcuts in Skyblock, so because of the fact that Hypixel Skyblock makes the game worse as a Skyblock game, I do not enjoy that very much. Hypixel Skyblock is a good game, but it is a terrible Skyblock game. Now, on to my second favorite game on Hypixel, Bed Wars. Bed Wars is a game that was released on January 19, 2017 in the prototype lobby. It would later become its own game mode on June 29, 2017. Bed Wars is one of the most popular games on Hypixel, and to this day, it remains the game that most people always come back to on Hypixel. The point of the game is to break the opponent's bed whilst keeping yours intact. You can build bed defenses with the allotted blocks, which then let you protect your bed from opponents to make them not break your bed defense as quickly. You can also purchase tools to break the bed defense, with the pickaxe and axe having varying upgrades, from the wooden versions to the diamond ones. The game is similar to Skywars in the way that they both take place in the sky, and you have to make it to the middle to get better stuff. But the difference is that the middle gives you emeralds instead of loot. In Bed Wars, you want to bridge over to your opponents so that you can break their beds and kill them. Doing this gives you an extra base where you can get extra materials and access to other players that aren't near your home base. Bed Wars has doubles, 3v3v3v3s, 4v4v4v4s, 4v4s, and dreams. There is also a practice mode which lets you practice MLGing, fireball and TNT jumps, and bridging. Bed Wars is a very good game with a very vast amount of maps, totaling 128 over all variations of the Bed Wars game mode. Bed Wars is a very fun game, though it can also get pretty difficult when you get rushed from both sides and they both team on you so that you can't have fun. Other than that, the game is pretty enjoyable as long as you find a lobby with people around your skill level, or you spam fireballs at any random stranger that looks even a bit threatening. Bed Wars can get very intense whenever you decide to trade beds with somebody, or if you go on a mission to break somebody's bed, whilst you leave your bed without a trap, completely defenseless. My favorite parts of playing Bed Wars, though, are usually when I play 3v3v3v3s with my friends against random people, because tryhards usually don't have more than one friend. I really don't know why I'm able to have so much fun with the game, though, because I usually get killed pretty early on. Oh, of course, yeah. And of course... Yeah, you're the best. Okay, you have to take... Oh my god, I did it! Oh, that was not at all deserved in any way, shape, nor form. Can I fly? No, I can't. I don't care. Yes! Oh my god. I personally think that Bed Wars and all of the other games that I've talked about today are really what makes Hypixel so fun, though. And the best part is that I still haven't talked about more than half of the other game modes. This is why Hypixel is a very fun and enjoyable server, and why it is the most popular server as of now. But no one have been saying that Bed Wars is my second favorite game on Hypixel. Well, what's my favorite? Well, it would have to be Hole in the Wall. Hole in the Wall is my favorite game just in general, because it is so much fun and so easy to understand. It is also a very popular game, so you're never gonna have to wait more than an hour to play the game. Like, watch this lobby and see how fast the wait goes by. This is why Hole in the Wall is, I think, the magnum opus of just gaming in general. Now, with everything all said and done, I do believe that Hypixel is a very worthwhile server. I bought Minecraft Java mostly just for Hypixel, and it's the main reason I even play Minecraft now. I really do recommend Hypixel to anybody who plays Minecraft Java, though they probably already play on the server anyways. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Oh, and also I definitely didn't only make this video because I spent $44 in MVP++, and I'm still trying to prove that it was worth it spending so much money on a rank